Some appliance manufacturer will give these fridges a good strong look and make them come back.
No. Generally speaking, guys, let's bring this back. I never got to experience this me personally, but this looks like a great idea. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, fellow Gen Z Brit is going to be diving into some vintage appliances that we apparently all need. Most likely going to be appliances that I've probably never seen before, and I'm going to most likely be shocked at what some of the things a lot of you guys may have been using back in the day. But nonetheless, I'm sure this may bring back some memories, and I'll be very curious to see if any of you guys think any of these should make a comeback. But look, guys, of course, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, rotate to see above me, and don't forget to smash that like button as well and help me push these videos in the algorithm. The support is always appreciated, and don't forget to comment down below as well. That always does me a big favor. So look, links to the original video will be in the description below. We got Retty. This video is coming from Retty for History's channel. This whole time I've been saying Retty of History, and his channel's name's been Retty for History. So I just need to realize that now. But guys, nonetheless, enough jibber jabber. Let's dive on into this one. Let's go.
In today's modern kitchen, there are many appliances that we can't live without. Some of those appliances have been around for years, but they have undergone many different changes. Even though these appliances have been updated, there's still a lot of room for improvement. What is interesting to think about is that these improvements may have already taken place, but they are no longer used.
Right.
In today's video, we're going to take a closer look at some of the old appliances that someone could bring back.
Okay.
This little contraption may have seemed like a toy, but it wasn't.
What is that?
It was the salad spinner. They are still around, but aren't quite the same as this one. The plastic centrifuges came in pastel greens and creamsicle oranges.
Nice colors.
Parents usually gave kids the duty of sitting on the floor and cranking this thing like mad to dry lettuce. It was a great way to get children to help out in the kitchen and also to keep them busy.
Interesting. Why does this remind me of like those wind up mirrors that you guys used to have in cars, right? This is like, because all you guys are doing your forearm workouts back then, so I see the market for a windy salad machine for 100%. Yeah, because you guys are winding a lot of things back in the day, so I'm assuming. So I can see that. Now it will just be like touching a button, right? Like the modern day equivalent I can imagine is you touch a button and it mixes it for you. Back in the day, you had to do the forearm workouts.
And also to keep
That's
them
interesting
busy.
though. I don't think I've came across
Since
this
we are talking about salads, let's have a look at this forgotten kitchen utensil that's on the upper right.
What is that?
This is a Gourmet Salad Set, and it looks like some sort of medieval torture device.
Right.
It was basically a wooden block that had a depression in it to hold a head of lettuce. Once you place that in there, you could hack away at it with its half-moon blade. This was a pestle with a sharpened mortar. It certainly looks like a great way to relieve stress after a long work day.
I can imagine.
If you look in the grocery stores today, you'll still see an array of canned goods, but it does seem like more people buy frozen goods instead. Those that do buy cans have to have a can opener.
Right.
Hand-operated ones work great, but electric ones work even better. There was a time when electric ones could also sharpen your knives with a satisfying grinding noise.
Oh. Whoa. What? Satisfying grinding noise. Why am I just thinking of a sound that is just like really irritating, like a scratchy sound? You saying people used to use tin openers to sharpen knives?
But electric ones work even better. There was a time when electric ones could also sharpen your knives with a satisfying grinding noise.
Okay. That's new news to me.
You may have had a mother or a grandmother that used one of these, and she probably whipped up some good recipes with it.
What is that?
This is the Naxon Beanery, and it was the original name for the Crockpot.
Right.
It was developed by Irving Naxon so he could recreate his Lithuanian grandmother's bean soup. The Beanery revolutionized slow cooking in the mid-century. In 1971, the Chicago-based manufacturer was bought out by rival who renamed the plug-in pot the Crockpot.
Crockpot, okay.
If you bought one of these and told your mother or grandmother that it was the same thing, they would probably say it wasn't.
But I mean, it is though, technically, right? It's just the name's been rebranded. And how does this even work? I don't even think I even know how this thing works. Like, if I'm being completely honest with you, like, what does a Crockpot do? Like, it cooks food slowly. I don't think I've ever actually had to use. Do we use those in the like? I don't think I know anyone that uses a crock pot. Is that a US thing? I could just be exposing my lack of knowledge for like kitchen appliances or whatever it is. Like I've just never heard of a crock pot before. Even the beanery you was talking about, I didn't even know about that, let alone a crock pot. How does that even work? It looks like a portable oven. What?
My mother that it was the same thing, they would probably say it wasn't.
I feel like I'm
In
exposing
the
myself.
1950s, the cocktail culture was going strong and there were many different products on the market. This is a handy device from the latter part of the decade that would crush your ice cubes into chunky slush.
Oh, wow.
Of course, as a kid, you may have used this for your juices, soda, or even water.
Nice. Yeah,
The Tobar was the ultimate entertainment system in its day. On the outside, it looked like any other cabinet, but once you opened it up, it had everything you needed all in one spot. This had a console television, stereo, and a full-fledged bar all in one convenient package.
Okay, handy. I like that one.
I'm really not sure why these wonderful
Whoa.
inventions still aren't on the market.
What?
It's a refrigerator that is meant to hang on the wall. Sure, it would need some strong screws, but think about all the convenience this would have. Every
actually
item inside would be a lot more visible and accessible. Well, unless you were a little kid. This brilliant refrigerator would be a lot easier to clean underneath and inside.
Right.
Hopefully some appliance manufacturer will give these fridges a good strong look and make them come back.
No. Generally speaking, guys, let's bring this back. This needs to come back into existence. I never got to experience this me personally, but this looks like a great idea. Like a cupboard, but like not a it's like a fridge cupboard. You know, it's like on the wall, kind of like a cupboard, but it's actually a fridge. Why don't we have these now? I feel like that just makes so much sense. Unless there's probably some technicalities that make this thing complicated and that they haven't really put it out like that. But is it just me that thinks this needs to come back? I've never even experienced it, but I mean, would you guys? I mean, some of you guys may have experienced it. Like, what? How is this not? I just, you know, I just see this being something that is very convenient to have. At least it should be more common. Wow. Okay. That's gotta be my favorite appliance that I've seen so far. Wow, I've never seen that before.
Retractable stovetops came in several varieties and colors. They were all electric and supposed to be somewhat of a space saver and or convenience. These went out of fashion because the drawers would often break and the stovetop would have to be left out, which would leave it in the way.
Oh.
Perhaps they could improve the drawers and figure out a way for these to be popular once again.
I like that as well. I do like that idea.
If you live in
I can see the utility of it, you know? If it's something, at least if the drawers aren't breaking this time around by the sounds of it, it seems like it could actually be really useful. Okay.
Leave it in the way. Perhaps they can improve the drawers and figure out a way for these to be popular once again.
All right.
If you live in a small apartment or home, then this may be of interest to you, especially if you're renting. You may not have a dishwasher installed, and the landlord probably doesn't want you cutting into the cabinets, which would also leave you with less cabinet space. That's where this portable countertop dishwasher comes in. You can use it when you need to and move it off the counter as needed.
Wow. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know this possible for these dishwashers to come out of a cabinet, which obviously, yeah, I'm sure it was, obviously. I just don't really look into these things. But now that I'm actually seeing it, yeah, this is also a great idea, no? What do you guys think? You know,
Move it off the
sound
counter
of that one.
as needed.
I like the sound of that.
In the kitchens of today, you'll notice that refrigerators come in just a few colors: black, white, and stainless steel.
That's right.
There was a time when there were a lot more color options. I'm sure we're all familiar with the 1970s and the popular orange, yellow, and brown.
Whoa.
However, if you take a look at this old ad, you'll see a lot more color options than you probably even realized.
What? You're joking me. You gotta be kidding me right now. Like, this looks like Christmas themed. just all these designs, like, whoa, like this these, if I ever walked into someone's house and they had a refrigerator like this, I've just got to rate it. But it would have to still look modern. Like these refrigerators still look a bit ancient in their design. Like I feel like it should be a little bit rectangular and stuff, and then it's a little bit more sleeker. But you know, incorporate those designs. You got a modern day version of a modern day fridge with just a retro design on it. I feel like, yeah, I see a world for these. Yeah, I don't know why people don't even get more creative with their refrigerator like designs. Maybe that's just because there's not that many options. But mate, I like that. I like that.
Sure does make today's world seem a lot more boring.
Oh, 100%.
Take a look at this. It looks terrific, but I've never seen one in person, nor have I ever known anyone to have one. Imagine the convenience of having just one appliance. Yeah, sure, it's not energy efficient, but let's push that aside for the moment. This thing could allow you to cook and wash on top of your refrigerator. It sure seems like this thing should be in every tiny home and RV show.
Interesting, wow.
If you're lucky enough, then maybe you have one of these lingering in your house. Perhaps you purchased it new or inherited it, but it still works. This little griddle will allow you to whip up flapjacks on top while you cook the sausage below in a little drawer. It's a great way to whip up breakfast for the whole family.
Okay, yeah, no, I like that as well.
Take a look at this Ronson can opener. It's essentially the Swiss Army knife of can openers. After you're done opening your can of tuna, you could switch it over to a whisk if you're whipping together a cake, a masher and take care of your potatoes, or a scrambler to whip up some eggs.
Interesting.
In the 1940s, there wasn't a lot of extra room in the house, so space-saving appliances were very popular. The Thor Dishwasher washing machine was one of those appliances that met those needs.
Right.
This incredible machine could do double duty by washing your dress and slacks in one load, and then your dinner plates and wine glasses in the next load. It really seems like someone needs to figure out a way to make this happen again.
Right. Honestly speaking.
The kitchens of yesterday seem pretty interesting. Take this Topan Fabulous 400 for instance. The burners could be covered up with a wooden cutting board, but when you pulled it out, imagine this little convenience. You could cut up your meats and veggies and then throw them right into the cooking pots in front of you.
Yeah.
For those of you that might have to deal with snow in the winter, then this might be a great option for you. It's a snow melting flame gun. Sure, it's not a kitchen appliance, but how else are your dinner guests going to get in the house? There's no reason to throw your back out shoveling snow. Just light this flamethrower and melt your troubles away. If you think about it, this would also be a great option for the summertime as well. You could cook hot dogs and s'mores.
No, honestly speaking, I'm really liking the look of a lot of these designs. Like, again, like, you know, conserving the space. They make sense. Whoa, I don't see why we wouldn't bring some stuff like this back. 100%, honestly speaking.
Some of these old appliances may seem a little strange, but they really could be something that companies could reinvent for the modern consumer. Many of them have conveniences and appealing features that would become extremely handy in today's home.
Right.
I hope you enjoyed this little look into the appliances of the past.
Wow.
As always, I thank you so much for watching.
Wow, that's actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. Like, I went into this video thinking I'm gonna see some wacky just stuff that it just, you know, only really made sense for the time. But I actually ended up going into this realizing that, wait a second, I think we might be needing to take a little bit of a leaf out of the the good old days and bring some of these, you know, appliances back to life. Just maybe modernize them to some degree and, you know, just tweak them a little bit to the more modern day audience, or, you know, to suit the more modern day problems, or, you know. But other than that, like, you know, I really see a world where you can really bring some of these things back to life. Even I'm looking back at this going, why isn't it a thing? Unless I'm just not aware of it. Maybe it is in some places, maybe it's a bit more niche. But majority of these things I've never came across before, nor have I seen any of these realistically in anybody's houses that I've been into, you know. So, and I know if I heard about it. So I don't know. I would love to see some of these make a comeback, if not most of them actually. But I'd love to see what you guys think. What do you guys think about this? Did this also bring out some memories? Have you guys even had any experience with some of these appliances? And yeah, like I would love to know if you guys think that somebody you agree as well if somebody should be brought back to life. Maybe you disagree. Let me know in the comments below, guys. But of course, if you made this point, comment down a orange heart so I know who my real ones are who made this point in the video. You guys are the realest of the real. Or hashtag flexer for those guys that don't have emojis. And of course, if you guys want to see more of these kinds of retro throwbacks that I dive into, then you know I got a playlist that you can check out at the end of this one. But as always, guys, I've been your boy JayFlex, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.